Well, hello folks, it's 8:30 in the morning, we are in Zurich and we are going to be saying goodbye to Switzerland very, very soon. We are going to be completing the Trade Connections event, and I say how much of a fantastic event this has been. It's been something a little bit different, which I think they need to do now and again for these events. It's just a different way of doing deliveries. I've really, really enjoyed it. Anyway, so what we are going to be doing, and just notice there, the bull on the corner. What's that all about? No idea. Should we take a photo with the bull? Photo taken. Let's get out there. Siemens. Has Siemens got anything to do with bull? Well, not bull semen. Don't get the wrong idea, folks. Is that... I mean, we're not in Spain, so I'm not really sure what the connection is there. If anyone knows what that bull's all about, let me know. Anyway, we're in Zurich now, and we are going to be taking a lovely trip all the way up north to MALMO. And there is good reason to go to MALMO. It is because the last really interesting addition, at least to the map, in Euro Truck Simulator at least, I'm not sure what the situation is in American Truck Simulator, but in Euro Truck Simulator they have added a rather cool feature, and it is the test drive track, the Scania test drive track in Södertälje, which is just outside of Stockholm. Now, we're not going all the way up there, but we will be doing that in the next episode. We will be taking a job from Malmo to Södertälje, and on the way we will be going on the test drive track, which is apparently a hidden road. I think that's how it's in the game, but I'm very much going to enjoy that. I don't think there's any achievement associated with it. I've looked and there's no new achievements, unless, can you have hidden achievements? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we are going to be trying to make our way out of Zurich here. We'll have a look at the trip up north, because we are going on a slightly... I don't mean to do that. So we are going to go on a slightly different route. We're going to be coming up here into Rostock, and we're not going to take this job up here to Gedser in Denmark. We're going to go on this ferry here to Trelleborg, and then it's just over the way. So actually, I think it's going to be a lot quicker than the 795 miles that is promised, but a lot of driving through the heart of Germany, a lot of places we've not been to. We've not been to the edge of Berlin, we've not been past Nuremberg. We don't really have time to look at many of these places. Most of our trip in Germany has been in the south or in the west. Yeah, so this is going to be fun. Anyway, folks, I am going to get out of Zurich, and then we'll come back. Well, I did actually have a question. Oh, Christ. I did have a question about, well, what I'm doing here. Is this legal driving in Zurich? I was kind of wondering what the situation is with, like, trams. How do you know? Because he's driving in there. But is that for anybody? Is that for... I'm just not sure. Do trams have right of way? What is the way that you have to deal with trams? Do you give them right of way? I've seen loads of videos of people not doing that and just getting crashed into the side of, which is very amusing. But yeah, it'd be really interesting to know what the protocol is with trams, because it's not something I have to deal with over here. Ooh. Oh. I was also wondering if, because I cannot see a hidden road in Zurich at all. I just cannot see one. I've looked quite hard in Zurich, and there's so many places where you could have them, but every single one of them, unfortunately, is kind of taken up with other things. We've gone the wrong way. We've gone the wrong way, folks. How far is this going to take us off our... Not very far. Oh, that's annoying. Could we... No. Right. Anyway, I'll see in a bit, probably as we're going over the border into Germany. And then we've got a couple. There's been another announcement from SCS. It's just full of them at the minute. So I'll talk a little bit about that as well. And let me know. I also want in the comments, and I'll probably mention this again, but in the comments, I want to know what your final, for all those of you who've done the trade connections and finished it, what your final strategy was. What were your final 10 countries that you picked? I think some people have put that in the comments already, but yeah, put in the comments in here, and it'll be good for folks to compare and contrast what I'm on the right one, yeah. What everyone else was doing. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, just coming over the bridge here. Another really, really lovely bridge, as you can see here, with the city in the background, or town in the background, but another really sort of pretty location. Just gorgeous, isn't it? The waterfall over there, which I hadn't looked at. And just up ahead we have the border, and as you can see, we desperately need fuel, and we will need to sleep. So there is a fuel station just past the border. We're going to stop in there, we're going to get fuel, and we're going to have a little bit of a sleep, which would probably take us through most of the day. Yeah, we need to be in this lane here. No, we're not actually going too fast somehow. They have no speed limit here. Okay, folks, well, I'm going to drive through the border, and we'll see how things go. Shouldn't be too hard, I wouldn't have thought. Border check up in front. Well, I am trying for the perfect delivery today. It's been a while. We've got a long journey, which is, I've got the details somewhere here, but I don't want to crash. Right, let's get out. Right, there we go. We're just gonna head on the right here, get some fuel, have a sleep, and then it should be waking up just around maybe 4 o'clock. I'd have thought, maybe a little bit later, and we'll drive into the evening and then just find another place to sleep through the night. So we're not overdoing it, just putting it like that. We're going to keep things sensible. We don't have a particularly, well, this is a World of Trucks event, so it's really not going to be a delivery that we need to worry too much about. So essentially the trip was supposed to take us about well, it was a long time. It's hard to say exactly how long it was supposed to take us. I think it was part of the problem, because we were going on the ferry, so I'm not too worried about that. But it was about 700 and odd miles. Ah, that is actually the road. Right, just gonna squeeze on in here, and we're gonna have a sleep, and I'll see you in a sec. Right, I've just been looking where the blooming lights are on this, and they're just down to the left of the steering wheel. You can just see that those buttons lit up there. I thought there was somewhere else that it popped up, but it's kind of hard to see with the lights behind the camera. So yeah, not great. So yeah, we're going to drive on for a little while until it goes dark. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. We had a nice little snooze, used the services to their full extent, of course, and let's have a look what we're going to be doing. We're driving initially up through an area that we've been through before, past Stuttgart, past Mannheim, past Frankfurt, and then, oh no, we're not going that way. Damn it, it's taking us back. Here we go. That's it. So past Stuttgart, but then we're turning right. There's better. We're turning right, just past Stuttgart. So maybe we'll get to around there and maybe call it a night. So yeah, I'm going to drive on a little bit. Lots to talk about though, but we've got 742 miles to go, 18 hours to go with the route we've got. It's going to be shorter than that. I think it's probably in the 600s from here. As I say, we're going to try the perfect delivery. We have got our lights on now, so we're not going to get light violation. We're not going through any towns, at least at the minute, so there won't be any traffic light violation. It's all about speed limit. So we'll try to keep our speed at 50 and hope there's not any areas with reduced speed limit. Right, folks, I'm going to drive on, and I'll see you in a bit. And we'll talk about the 10 jobs that I've done to complete this trade event, and remember to put yours in the comment. I'll see you in a bit. Well, good morning, folks. We have just slept actually a little further on than I thought we were going to. We went past Stuttgart, past the service stations there, and went all the way. Well, we're just south of Nuremberg, so this is where we take the road north, past Berlin, and straight up to Travemünde, where we're going to take the ferry from. But yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful trip. Yes, it was dark, but that's everything. We have now shaved off about 4 hours off the drive, just 14 hours, 4 minutes to go. And remember, that's probably a massive overestimation, and there's a ferry journey in there as well. So it's going to be a lot less than that. We've got 550 miles to go also, which is great. And apparently if we went in one go, we'd be there at 2300 hours tonight, which I don't think we're going to do. But the important thing here is we have why we're doing this, and this is job number 10 of, well, we can see some nasty clouds up ahead, we're going to have some rain, but yeah, this is job number 10 of the Trade Connections event. So that event was put in due to the Switzerland rework as part of the 1.50 update. So Switzerland was made again from the ground up. There was a whole load of really interesting features put in, including Mont Blanc. There was a really cool pass. All the 3 cities in Switzerland were all kind of remade and looked bloody spectacular. So as a result of all of that, they decided to do this event, and the event was essentially you had to go to or from Switzerland. You had to take 10 different jobs to or from Switzerland, which doesn't sound too hard, but they all had to be over 200 kilometres, and each one had to be to a different country, which made it a lot harder. And I actually remembered to go on this side for this one. So it meant it had to be a bit tactical. It was something a little bit different, which I really, really enjoyed, because trying to figure out, well, what's the quickest way to do it? And then we got ferries involved, which was very interesting. And, you know, whether actually if you take a ferry from Trieste and go down all the way down to Albania, does that actually speed things up? In the end, I wasn't 100% sure, but it seemed like a pretty good tactic to get some of those further away jobs that we were getting on occasion. Right, so I'm going to tell you the 10 countries that I'm done. I'm assuming we're getting to Sweden, but yeah, with that assumption, so we've done France, Italy, Austria, Germany, Slovenia, all those are sensible so far. Bulgaria, Serbia, are we going right? Taking a right here. Belgium, and the last one that I've done, which you didn't see, was the UK. So we took a drive from Zurich again all the way up to Sheffield, and yeah, we dropped that off there. So it was about 50 grand, that was, which is pretty much the same as what we're going to be getting for this job which is I don't think I actually said. So it's used car batteries is what we've got in here. So probably some of the less interesting things that we're going to be carting across Germany, but that's what we're doing. But as part of that previous drive, we did pick up another city in the Bon Voyage event, so that's getting all achievement, so that's getting all the cities in France. So we picked up Calais on our way over, and we also picked up Dover in the UK. There's no achievement associated with that, which leaves us just with Carlisle as the only city that we haven't been to in England, so that's pretty cool. And this is a very, very nice location. I mean, this is, even though this is Germany, and I don't think this section has been reworked. Let me know if it has. I was kind of looking on the internet to see which bits of Germany have been reworked, and I couldn't really find anything helpful on that. But it's a nice little bit of road. This, certainly enjoying that. So yeah, it was certainly these latter jobs have been longer and more difficult jobs I think Spain was another option. I couldn't see anything to Luxembourg, which is one of the ones I wanted, which would have been a shorter one. Didn't see anything to the Czech Republic, really couldn't see anything there at all. Nothing to the Netherlands either, which I think all three of those might have been good options. Poland maybe as well, but then you're starting to get a little bit further away. And the only other job that we did do, but it turned out it didn't matter, was Slovakia, because we took a normal freight job rather than the World of Trucks jobs, which you need to do for this event. So yeah, this will be all of the jobs we need done. But in the comments, please put what your 10 countries were. Be interesting to see if we get a few of those in. I'll see if they all look the same or look different. Did you go out of your way to go for some really long jobs for no apparent reason? Be interesting to hear. Anyway, folks, we're under 500 miles. I was wittering away for quite some time there, and we're actually just under 12 hours as well. So we're going to go forward a little way. I'll show you the map so you can see where we are. We've sped on past Nuremberg, and we're going to go past Leipzig. I'll probably pick up again as we're going past Berlin, because we have not been in this part of Germany before. Lovely. Well, I'll see you in a bit. Oh no! We've got done for a speeding offence. I thought I was safe on the motorway, but there he was. Die Polizei. I can't think what that is in German. I haven't been to Germany for a little bit. I typically go quite regularly with work, so yeah, I think the last place I went to was a place called Freising, just outside of Munich, and we went to a brewery there as part of the work trip, which was very nice. I enjoyed that a lot. The beer was superb. So that was a lot of fun. As we go past this, what's going on here? Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's in the air. That's just kind of flying in the air. So, yeah, we've not got the perfect delivery, unfortunately, folks. Not going to do it this time round. But, yeah, I'll see you in a bit as we go past Berlin. We're only a few miles down the road from where we last stopped chatting. Right, folks, so we actually got picked up by the police again for just going slightly over the speed limit. So we've dropped down to 53. It's a little frustrating because we haven't crashed or anything. It's all been very good so far in every other way. But as you can see here, we are in a pretty good place. We're just coming past Berlin, just the west of Berlin. It turns out I have been here before. I didn't think I had. I think the red line was covering it up, but we'll go briefly past Berlin. You might be able to see it, yeah, just over the water there. Toast is enjoying himself on the front seat, barely moved. Had a run around in the service station earlier. We're going straight on, excellent. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the new development from SCS that they mentioned, because we talked about where the next sort of rework was going in, and we talked about Bremen as being the city that was being reworked next in Germany. Well, it's not just Bremen. They've actually put something else up which highlights that there is another city that's going to be reworked, and it makes me wonder, they did 4 in the last rework, are they doing another 4 for this one? They're just kind of announcing them one at a time. This time it is Kessel, and Kessel is it's a smallish town in the northern part of Germany, but as before, they're reworking the city. They're putting more relevant infrastructure into the city that you can interact with in terms of the companies that are there. They're also putting a lot of the historical sites in the city, as well as improving the road network, and they're putting in the Wilhelmholzer Alley, which is apparently a road that goes all the way across the city, and is well known for it there. So that's pretty good. So I look forward to seeing what on earth that looks like and how that improves. But what I can really see them doing, because if you look at the if we have a look at the maps now, you can see very clearly the cities that have been reworked and the ones that haven't. Because the ones that haven't been reworked have this bizarre sort of box-like structure, but then as soon as they've been reworked, you get this kind of amazing kind of network structure. You can see Bremen, you got your box, and that's the one they're doing, but then they've recently done, Kiel was done fairly recently, wasn't it? So you can see that looks very different. Same for Rostock, same for Travemünde. It's all been done differently, whereas yeah, these ones over here, yeah, all like that. And as well, the other thing that I noticed, so where they've kind of reworked things, they've got these sort of more interesting junctions, but outside of that you get this kind of type of weird junction here, lots and lots of those things, which isn't necessarily very exciting. So it means what you have got is a lot more variety in the cities, just kind of what they look like, a lot more chance for hidden roads perhaps in those sort of cities. And can I get through this? And a lot more variety on the roads, so not all of the exits on the roads are going to be the same, and that's kind of what we want, isn't it? We want variety because the roads are not the same. That's just kind of the way life is. So yeah, so we've got 7 hours 6 minutes to go, just 256 miles to go, and as I keep telling you, and we've made a whole heap of time here, we're not going down there. We're not coming over here. We're taking this road here, so it's going to take out all of that. So actually, once we get to Rostock, there's not going to be that far to go. So let me know if you reckon they're going to do other cities in Germany. If so, which cities do you think will get the treatment? Because I'm excited about visiting some more reworked cities. It's a lot of fun doing that. Kind of almost want to do like a video where I look at the city beforehand and then look at the city afterwards. Let me know if you'd like to see that, and once the reworks happens, then I'll kind of do a video where I've already driven around the city and looked all around it previously, and then I'll do the same afterwards and then release that for the new cities. Let me know what your thoughts are there, because I think they might be quite fun things to do. You really hopefully see the difference. Anyway folks, I will see you in a bit. 6 hours 41 to go, 239 miles to go, not very far away. This journey's flown by in reality. It really seemed like it was going to be bloody miles, but actually it's not been. It's been alright. Just right here we have the Rostock turn-off. It's really quite impressive. We have started off right at the very south point of Germany. Couldn't go any more south. In fact, we were south of Germany in Zurich, which is, I mean, it's almost on the German border, but it's still in Austria. Sorry, Switzerland. That's an unforgivable mistake. But yeah, and now here we are, all the way at the very northern tip of Germany in Rostock. Going to be taking the ferry across. This was one of the reworked cities. If you remember, they did a really excellent job with this. We're going to be turning left here down the bottom, so I'll see you in a second when we get to the ferry terminal. Wow, we can see there's a bunch of boats out here. Really quite impressive. I'm not sure which one we're actually going to get on, if any of them. I think we've got to go through here, through the presumably this is an X-ray, is it? X-ray machine. Stena line. And you will see we are pretty tired, but my hope is, I think the journey to Sweden is going to be long enough for us to have a little snooze on the boat, so we won't actually need to sleep when we get there. I think we can just drive straight up to Malmo and we will be done, folks. So yeah, it looks like we're on a racetrack here, avoiding hitting everything, which is great, and I think we're going on that one, so I'll see you when we get there. Right, here we are. We've done all the loops and scoops and bupes. We're there now. Not had a crash of any sort, which I'm pretty pleased with. Right, where are we going? We are going to be going to Trelleborg, £668, well, or euros, that's not too bad. So when we get there, it's one of the annoying things about the map, that you can't easily get where you want it to, easily kind of tell it you want to go between these two ferries on the map. It doesn't seem to do that. So it's been ages since we've been here, so it's really not very far. Trelleborg is the ferry terminal just here, and Malmo just slightly to the north. So we're gonna head up to Malmo. We're not going to bother waiting. We had a nice sleep. We are going left. Toast is desperate for a nap. He's been sitting up there in that same position all the time. He wants some water and some doggy treats. But yeah, not far to go, and we will be done. We will be done with the Trading Connections event. Right, yeah. So not far to go. I'll see you when we find ourselves in Malmo. Malmo just ahead. Look at that beautiful skyline though, with the church and the other features up there. Bizarrely, next year I think with work I am going to be going to Malmo, so I'll be able to say if that random tower is actually representative of what's there. I mean, it is a bizarre looking building, but yeah, very, very impressive skyline. Although there's a lot of things being built, not sure if that is representative of anything at all. Look at that thing. What is that? It's like a space station or something. Malmo looks like the sort of city that would be fun to have a proper look round. So maybe that's something we should do in another episode. So just while we're wrapping things up, plan for next episode is we're hopefully going to be taking a job north from Malmo to Stockholm. We're going to stop off at the Scania Test Centre in Södertälje, just south of Stockholm, and then and have a look around there. And so once we've done that delivery, my plan is to go into, I think it was the beyond the Baltic Sea. Oh Christ! Well, there we go. Red light offence. At least I've gone the right way. Yeah, beyond the Baltic Sea. So things like Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, all of that area. And finally, folks, we'll be picking up the some Finnish cities, and picking up and putting our a base into Finland. And I've probably already forgotten where I'm supposed to be. I think it was Lahti. Where we need to be putting that. So we've only been to Turku and the port near Turku, so there's lots more to visit, and we know there's a whole load of there is a whole load of achievements associated with associated with that particular DLC, as well as the ones in Scandinavia that we have not done. So I think lots and lots of stuff still left to do in this game, and we've got Greece coming, we've got the Nordic Horizons coming as well. So it's just constantly giving. There's talk of the UK rework, there's all the reworks in Germany, the secret areas that they're reworking currently, we don't know what those are. It is all go, and we will be looking at all of it. I want to do a few more episodes as well where we're sort of looking at hidden roads, because that was a fun one to do. I might do the ones in Austria, because there's about 4 or 5 of them in Austria, and that might be a nice one to do. And I don't know if anyone's actually done that yet. So let's. I'm not going to do any reversing here, just because we've been at it for ages. Let's get that in and see. I think we'll be getting up to the next level. Although no, we did. So we've got So where should we put that in? So let's put it in eco driving. So that just means that we use fuel more efficiently, right? I think so. Anyway, folks, we've got lots of money in the bank. In the next episode, we will be looking to spend some of that. But you will see, there we go. We've completed the Trade Connections event. Really love that event. It was a lot of fun. Not sure what the next one will be and how long away that will be. I know they've normally got one of Halloween, but do they normally have one over the summer? I think I missed that last time if they do. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.